Tonight is the first time FINOLAB and Finovators are announcing the Japan Financial Innovation Award. Now let me tell you how the selection was made. First, FINOLAB staff members selected about 300 fintech release initiatives from the press releases during the year 2019. They then went on to provide a short list of 10 to 12 initiatives for each of the three categories, which are startup, financial institution, and collaboration. Finovators evaluated and identified 5 initiatives for each category to be announced as category winners. And then the final evaluation was made by Finovators to select the Grand Prix and Category Excellence. And now, we would like to introduce the winners of each of the categories I mentioned. Beginning with the startup category. And the first company is Crowdcast Limited, selected for Corporate Prepaid Card for Expense Management. They're focusing on SMEs for the use of prepaid cards, which will enable user companies to keep track of all the payments for managing expenses efficiently. Next up, Funds Incorporated was selected for their online market for lending fund. Their initiative enabled flexible fundraising for corporate users and relatively high yields with small funds for individual users. Next, Ginkan Incorporated was chosen for their program to earn cryptocurrency with credit card usage. They came up with an innovative idea for connecting the loyalty point programs of credit cards to a new cryptocurrency program. TrustDoc has been recognized for their eKYC identity verification app. With its online identity verification menu, various financial institutions will be able to introduce remote account opening. And finally, Wealth Navi Incorporated was selected for their wealth management advice with AI initiative. They have already established their reputation with their robo-advisory offerings, and new AI capability improved the access of their users to wealth management advice. Now, turning to the financial institution category. Our first company is Fukuoka Financial Group Incorporated, chosen for their next-generation banking system on the public cloud. Although many banks started to adopt private cloud infrastructure for their banking system, few banks were willing to expand their coverage to a public cloud. But Fukuoka Financial Group have shown a new approach to develop an integral part of their bank infrastructure on the public cloud. Next, GMO Aozora NetBank has been selected for their Developers Portal for Bank API. Their initiative is expected to improve access to Bank API for engineers who would like to expand their ecosystem in the long run. Oryx Bank Corporation has been rewarded for their Living Trust for donating to local governments. As Japan is facing an aging society, we are confronted by a big challenge to manage assets when someone passes away. And this solution would enable an easier process to allow donations to local governments without having to prepare a will. SBI Neo Mobile Securities Company Limited has been chosen for their new brokerage service to purchase stock with T-Point. It enables many loyalty point program users to consider stock purchases with ease. And finally, Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group Incorporated has been nominated for their online sign-up for corporate cards. Since the user interface for corporate customers was lagging behind those for retail customers, their new menu helped to improve the customer experience by digitizing the onboarding process of applying for a corporate card. And now, the collaboration category. The first nominees are Cowless Incorporated, the Kansai Electric Power Company Incorporated, and 7 Bank, who have joined forces to develop fraud detection of account opening using power supply information. Since many fraudulent accounts are opened using addresses with no inhabitants, power supply data can be an effective way to detect empty households used for account opening. And as it was not clear whether electronic power companies can legally provide such data, They applied for a government sandbox program and were granted the use of data after testing for a few months. Doremin Asia Partnership Limited, Nihon Unisys Limited, and Mitsui Sumitomo Insurance Company Limited partnered for Insurance Service to Promote Financial Inclusion. They are mainly targeting insurance services in Southeast Asia to those who do not have bank accounts. Emirata Company Limited and Johoku Shinkin Bank have partnered in collaboration of face-to-face cash flow lending with online lending market. It is a unique initiative since Emirata is strong in online lending, and Johoku Shinkin Bank has strength in customer relationships with local branch networks. They were connected to create new offerings. Layer X Incorporated and others with Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group Limited created ST Research Consortium to develop a next-generation financial transaction service utilizing blockchain. The main focus of the consortium is to create blockchain infrastructure to promote security token offerings, or STO, and present the blockchain structure to develop a new infrastructure. And finally, Line Corporation and Mizuho Financial Group Incorporated have partnered to create Line Bank. This new joint venture is expected to create a new type of smartphone banking, compatible with their Messenger app, which people use on a daily basis.